Hello, and welcome to another episode of the 100 Girlfriends who really love Live Sunshine. And we start off with an anime original insurance commercial featuring Jesus Nikai, a famous idol producer, as Hahari gets an amazing idea. Why not live life to its fullest? And since this is technically a high school rom-com, that means it's finally time for a school festival. And not just any festival, but an idol festival. Yeah, we're an idol anime now, is what I would say if the idols scheduled to perform weren't injured in a freak domino accident leading to multiple bone fractures. And perfect timing, because this anime is still in spring, and so is the manga currently, as perfectly pointed out by Shizuka. So if we've got no time left to schedule a new idol group, and so begins the idol training for Rentarou's family, led by a former star idol herself, Qualitina. But to her, the fledgling idol newbies of Rentarou's family are wildly inconsistent in their quality. Some of the girlfriends are perfectly prepared for any sort of training required. Some have the capacity to learn and shine like the bright stars that they are, and others, well, they might need more quality. But we're all in this together. I had to bring that up at least once. Nobody's getting left behind, no matter how much quality they may or may not have. What matters most is how they all perform together. They're all committed to their training, despite how Qualitina doesn't believe in those who have yet to show quality, which includes the woman who hired her. But their dedication to the quality of the group goes against the beliefs of Qualitina herself. She sacrificed everything to get to the top, and who do these amateurs think they are? They've never performed on a stage before. She quits on them because if they aren't going to take this seriously, then who will? I'm sure we all know the answer to that one. Yes, Rentarou will continue their training in place of their former coach. He's as committed to their quality as they are, and he's been watching the footage of their training so much that he burned the DVDs. Literally, because he watched them in Arizona. But is this enough to get prepared for the festival? They only had a week to put on the show after all, and they're all amateurs too. The rest of the school isn't going to be too excited for their chairwoman, teacher, and some random students to put on a show like this in most circumstances. Which is where Rentarou and Uncle Hero had a plan. Unfortunately, they were delayed, because Uncle Hero was almost isekai'd again. Also, quick side note, I just want to mention that there's this wonderful fanfic about Uncle Hero actually getting isekai'd. I swear, this is the only time I'm planning to bring up fanfiction in these videos. But it's a short read, and it's so peak that it's written like an exact chapter of the series would be. So, give it a shot. Anyways, their plan was to create human foosball, which I guess makes this a soccer team. Maybe I just missed a World Cup already. Moving on. And by giving the illusion of being a crowd of 22, maybe they can make the crowd come back. At least there's some familiar faces who are invited too. And I just love how all the antagonists of the past have been redeemed. Maybe not the best word to use because they were never bad people. The Guerrilla Alliance in Jurassic High School just wanted to win. They're perfect representations of the series as a whole because it's all about women lifting up other women after all. I mean, one of the Jurassic High students is still calling Shizuka Chi-chan. And then we've got the performance in full. And man, do I even need to say it? This has got to be the best episode of 100 Girlfriends since, I don't know, maybe Shizuka's episode? 100 Girlfriends at its core is a comedic series that shouldn't be taken too seriously. However, it has heart. Just like how Rentarou adores its girlfriends, I adore all of the staff and their dedication to this series. Everyone at Studio Bibury did such an amazing job. This episode had over 15,000 drawings, and it wasn't rotoscoped actually. It was hand-drawn animation over 3D models as a base, which took months to animate, and it shows. They even made 2 idol songs for this episode. Not only did I love it, but the author of the series himself said he cried watching it. And I don't blame him, I teared up too. Heck, Wataru Kato, Rentarou's VA, said that the scene of Rentarou cheering everyone on was recorded while he remembered seeing the performance from Miu Tomita, Karne's VA. It inspired him in real life. This is the best adaptation we could have possibly gotten. It's genuinely so well animated that you almost forget you're watching a comedic rom-com series, and instead a serious idol show. Just 10 out of 10, 100 out of 10, no score can represent how amazing this is. And the crowd agrees too, since they've come back for the star of the festival. Rentarou's family, who have earned this. This is like watching Band Geeks for the first time, and they deserve a reward, which is what they'll get as Jesus Nikai Nakai is looking to scout them. Fame, fortune, hookers, and blow, all can be theirs, as he'll make them the nation's top idols, so long as they abandon Rentarou, and they're already out. And there's episode 28, which fully adapts chapters 62 and 63. Yeah, we are skipping around a lot for season 3, but that's probably going to be the norm from here on out. I'm expecting the anime to stay as a greatest hits of the manga, which has made me more okay with all the chapters that won't be adapted. It doesn't take away from the main storyline anyway, since the series overall is so episodic in nature, and when the quality is, well, this high quality, I'm not complaining. I had the biggest smile on my face watching this each time. I love this anime, and I love this episode. Just fantastic across the board. Heck, I'm considering putting it on my best anime episodes of 2026 video, which will come out sometime next year. And I still haven't forgotten about the best anime episodes of 2025 that will still happen at some point when I can get to it. This episode also introduces 2 new characters. The first is the former top idol and coach herself, Qualitina, who's voiced by Umika Shoji. Some of her other roles include Shiori Fumura from Sanda, Nekamusume from Gegege no Kitaro, and Camilla from Spy X Family. She's also done a lot of video game roles, including Galbrenna from Wuthering Waves, and Zenobia from Fate Grand Order. Also, regarding Qualitina herself, I don't blame her for bringing the original idols back because she was hired to put on some sort of entertainment for this event. And since she's considered the best in the industry, if the people she was training weren't up to her standards, she at least followed through with bringing somebody there to make it a worthwhile event for attendees. She does work in the entertainment industry after all. Plus, when she got inspired from the performance, she called the original idol group to come and watch right away, which they did. In the manga, she just told them in person, but she couldn't miss his performance for a moment. And the other new character is Jesus Nakai, who has to be based off of somebody, but I'm drawing a blank. This whole thing with the duck was anime original too, so maybe there is a reference here, but I'm not too sure. Anyways, he's voiced by Nobuhiko Okamoto, who you might know for also voicing Katsuki Bakugo from My Hero Academia, Rina Kumura from Blue Exorcist, Karma Akabade from Assassination Classroom, Yu Nishinoya from Haikyuu, Accelerator from the A Certain Magical Index series, Takumi Usui from Maid-sama, Obi from Snow White with the Red Hair, Genya from Demon Slayer, Garfield from Re:Zero, and if that wasn't enough, he also voices none other than Himmel the Hero from Frieren. Okay, what is with this season? I mean, it's not like we were starved of amazing voice talent from before, but this season I keep introducing new characters who have golden resumes from their VAs. What an insane casting for such a minor character. Other things I want to point out is that the only things skipped from the manga were the extra panels for each chapter, and I also want to show off the amazing artwork for the intro of chapter 62. It's actually a direct reference to Idolmaster, and I don't normally go over the manga volume's cover art, but volume 8 has the entire family in their idol outfits for the cover. It's so peak, man. I love this series, and I love this anime, and especially this episode. And just a quick note, next week's 100 Girlfriends episode review is going to be delayed a bit. How much? I currently have no idea. I'll get it uploaded when I'm able to, but I'm pretty busy next week. Also, I have finally started working on the spring tier list, which will come out sometime in August. So make sure you subscribe for more 100 Girlfriends and other anime content coming soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
8-year-olds, dude.